I'm a white chocolate Reese's cup. Greetings gamers and welcome back to Top 10 Gaming. I'm your host Carl Monroe and I like peanut butter. If you're new here or haven't yet, be sure you hit like and subscribe because we put out daily gaming content for your viewing pleasure. When games are good, there will typically come a sequel, but what good scary games are in desperate need of one? That's what we're exploring with today's list of the top 10 scary video game sequels we absolutely need. Roll the intro. In 10 Little Nightmares. Okay, so there is technically a sequel set to release this year, but Little Nightmares 2 should be out now. The original game was released in 2017, which means that by 2019 this sequel should have been developed and should have been released. A hungry little girl dressed in a yellow raincoat named Six is trapped in the Maw, a mysterious vessel that caters to the whims of sick and powerful creatures. And the next one has been announced to feature Six as well as a new character named Mono. Hopefully that isn't in reference to Momo. Along the way you see horrible creatures and see that she feels like she's in a nightmare and she's tiny. Oh, I get it now, little nightmares, because rather than just a normal nightmare, it's because Six herself is the small one. See, I knew there was something more to that. Joking aside, this game should have been released sometime last year, so the fact that they weren't on it hurts me. But I mean, maybe it's a bigger game, since the last one was criticized for being too short. And at 9, Clock Tower. The Clock Tower series of games are point-and-click survival horror adventures. The series includes 4 games, but should get a 5th. The latest game was released in 2002. The gameplay usually involves the player hiding from monsters while trying to escape from pursuers with giant scissors. When Hifumi Komo was directing the game, they were successful. However, after leaving the project, the series tanked. With modern day graphics, and if Kono was to return, the game would be incredible. The game with modern graphics would be terrifying and would make for one hell of an experience. The games looked incredibly spooky from the screenshots that I saw. And come on, who doesn't want to see some crazy dude running around with giant scissors trying to cut your head off? And at 8, Alan Wake. When the wife of best-selling author Alan Wake disappears on their vacation, his search turns the pages of a thriller he doesn't even remember writing. A dark presence stalks the small town of Bright Falls, pushing Wake to the brink of insanity during his fight to unravel the mystery and save his love. This is presented in the style of a TV series, with episodes that include overwhelming odds, plot twists, and cliffhangers. The game itself contains 6 episodes, and the story was continued with 2 special episodes released as DLC. In today's culture, when re-releasing games and providing constant updates keeps games running and increases their lifespan, Alan Wake could make a hard comeback, and it would be able to take advantage of this marketing tactic as well. Release a few episodes and then release others as DLC or updates that can come out semi-regularly or every week depending on how the developers wanted to do it. It would just work really well, okay? Do it. And it's 7, Shadows of the Damned. Demon Hunter Garcia comes home to find his girlfriend being abducted by the Lord of Demons Fleming, who brags that he will take her to kill her over and over again. Instead of fighting him off, Garcia follows him into the underworld, bringing Johnson, his demon sidekick, who acts as his gun, torch, and motorcycle. Okay. While traveling through hell, he ends up seeing her die multiple times, and eventually he gets her back, and it's revealed that she was turned into a demon by Fleming to be his mistress. The epilogue of the game involves Fleming calling Garcia to tell him more demons are coming, but Garcia vows to kill every last one of them. Imagine how good a game like this would be now, and how the next game could be a story about him fighting off the demons who are coming for him and his forbidden love. I would love to see a conclusion to this story, and I haven't even played the game. I think that with modern day capabilities, this game would be incredible. And imagine it in VR, a game about ripping demons apart and getting blood splattered on the screen, but it's really your eyes. Like, damn, I actually need this. Like a blade coming out of my wrist and I just stab into them and then tear them apart. I should stop. And at 6, Bloodborne. Released in 2019 for the PS4, Bloodborne is an action RPG published by Sony Computer Entertainment. The game received critical acclaim for gameplay, world design, and plot. The amount of customization is really good as well, being able to customize your hairstyle, name, skin color, body shape, voice, eye color, and more. As well as a starting class known as an origin, which provides a basic backstory for the hunter and the player's starting attributes. With the capabilities that are coming in the future, we will desperately be craving a Bloodborne sequel. Plus, I want want to know why it looks like you become a creature like Moon Presence at the end of the true ending of the game. The continuation of the story plus the potential to be playing a character that is now a monster or playing a character that is hunting the monster we became in the previous game just sounds amazing. And seeing the consequences of the true ending rather than the one without the umbilical cords would just be really cool. I really want to know if we're a monster now, okay? Just tell me. Halfway through at number 5, Vampire. London, 1918. You are a newly turned vampire Dr. Jonathan Reed. As a doctor, you must find a cure to save the city's flu-ravaged populace. But as a vampire, you are cursed to feed on those you vowed to heal. Will you embrace the monster within? Or will you use your unholy powers to manipulate and delve into the lives of those around you and use them to find your next victim? Your actions will either save or doom London. Perhaps feeding is the cure after all. This game is just damn cool. The ability to choose how you play such a potentially evil character is very interesting. And while you can become a vampire in other games like Skyrim, there you have to be evil, especially if you play through the Dawnguard DLC. The game deserves a sequel because I want to know about the continued story. I want to know where the story goes and what the creators decided to be canon, being a hero or succumbing to the monster within. And at 4, Alien Isolation. Back in 2014, Alien Isolation was released and it shook the Alien game franchise. Unlike previous games, this adaptation focused on more stealth horror survival, requiring you to avoid and outsmart a single invincible alien creature. It was designed to resemble the original film rather than its more action-oriented sequel. The engine was custom built to accommodate the atmosphere and gameplay mechanics, meaning that the base for another is already there. They can just tweak the engine for an updated release. This game was such a refreshing breather from the action Alien games we had come to know, and it focused on Amanda Ripley, the daughter of Ellen Ripley, the protagonist of the Alien movies, and her quest to find where her mother went and what happened to her. A game like this using today's graphical capabilities would make this a terrifying experience for both older and newer fans of the series. Even if you don't watch the Alien films, it would still be an incredible gaming experience since it's a pure stealth game. Like, bleh, but like, you know? And at 3, Layers of Fear 2. In Layers of Fear, you control a disturbed painter who is trying to complete his magnum opus. He navigates a Victorian mansion while revealing disturbing secrets about himself. Similar to Avarice or PT, the game features a looping game zone that changes every time you walk through it. In the second game, you control a Hollywood actor who heeds the call of an enigmatic director to take on a lead role in the film shot on an ocean liner. Both games received very positive reviews, and I think it's time for us to get a third. While the concept of a disturbed painter makes incredible sense, with secrets being revealed in his paintings, being a Hollywood actor doesn't really convey the same amount of depth, since you know everything that's happening is for a movie. The Steam page even says everything may not be what it seems because it's all for a movie. I would like to see a third one based on someone who can have the same level of depth or expression as a painter, if not maybe a little less. Maybe an author or a chef whose dishes keep going off the deep end, like Worst of Kitchen Nightmares compilation stuff. What profession do you think would work well for a Layers of Fear game? Leave me a comment below and let me know, cause I got nothing. And at 2, Slender The Arrival. Slender The Arrival is the official Slenderman game, since Blue Isle Studios worked in collaboration with Eric Knudsen, the creator of Slenderman. This came from the same company that made the 8 Pages oh so long ago. But this game was not a pure Slenderman game. The game features Slender's friends, I guess is what I should be calling them, with monsters jumping at you rather than only having Slenderman around. I would like to see another Slenderman game, perhaps Slender the Return. $1 million if you want to use that, thank you, I'm willing to negotiate. A game where Slender is the only villain and you need to avoid him. If we were to intentionally return to the area where we were in The Arrival, but this time dead sit on killing or taking care of Slenderman, would you play that game? Because I would, and I think it would be a very interesting concept. You can also cut the camera to black at the end before you see if we actually beat him, thus leaving the story open-ended. Contact me if you want to use these ideas, Blue Isle. Just let me know. Finally, and at number 1, SCP Containment Breach. SCP Containment Breach is a free open source indie supernatural horror game. Damn, this is the Daenerys Targaryen of video games. Based on the works of the SCP Foundation community, the game is a 3D FPS where you are a human test subject labeled D9341. Your goal is to escape the facility and to do so alive, since during your escape, the anomalous entities have escaped as well. The game contains 4 different endings after you find out what caused the breach in the first place, and you are able able to escape. I would like to see the aftermath of this story in another game, the Foundation learning of new ways to control SCPs and their new procedures based on the last breach. Maybe this time directly working with an SCP trying to escape rather than only doing it when required. But depending on the SCP you help, you can get a different ending or death. Just straight up death. I think it would be a great and fun game. I've come up with so many good ideas today. There we have it, friends, the top 10 scary video game sequels we absolutely need. If you enjoyed, be sure to give us a like and subscribe for daily gaming content and ring the notification bell to level up and join the clan. I know we had a few games you may not have heard of, but that's why they need a sequel. Thank you all so much for watching. I have been and shall remain Connor Monroe, and I'll see you in another video.